Fans don't boo nobodies. A quote from Reggie Jackson, Mr. October. Let's go. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Craig Bennett, aka Cash Cake, back with another MLB Prize Picks No Runs First Inning video. I found 3 that I like, and then we'll talk about a few other games, kind of go through some analysis. Maybe you want to play them, fade them. But as we get warmer, the ball's going to fly a little bit more. Might start looking for a little more of the overs in those no-run first inning bets. But again, I'll talk about 3 of them that I like. I think there's 2 unders and 1 over. And then we'll go talk a little bit about some other plays. So let's just dive right into it and see what we got on tap for today. And again, pretty big MLB slate. Basketball doesn't start till Thursday. So we got a little baseball. So we'll talk some baseball, and we'll knock out a basketball video shortly. So let's dive into it. All right, we got the MLB first inning runs allowed. If you haven't played this before over at Prizepicks, if you're taking the under, you're taking no runs first inning. If you're taking the over, you're taking yes 2 runs first inning. Pretty decent sized slate here on this Tuesday, last day of May. Tomorrow is June. It's hard to believe. Like I said, it is warm. It's going to be warm here in Indianapolis. I think it's going to be almost 90 today. So, we're going to see some runs. Maybe across the Midwest a little bit here. But again, I got 3 of them that we do like here. First one I'm going to talk about that I do like is an over, and it's going to be the Mets and the Nationals. And we have Patrick Corbin on the bump for Washington. He's actually been 9-1 with no runs first innings. He's only given up runs in 1 out of the last 10 games. We got Trevor Williams on the other side, and he's given up runs in 2 of those 3 games. So he's given up quite a few runs. Both teams have been putting up some runs over the last 10 games. Washington has put up runs in 6 of their last 10, and the Mets have put up runs in 4 of their last 10. The juice is on the over on this, around minus 125. So people are hitting the over on this, and I kind of agree with it. Kind of looking at their implied team totals a little bit as well. The Mets have a 5.2 implied run total. Washington's sitting around 3.8. So, I just feel like this is the one that, I'll lean with the juice here and take the over with this one with both offenses kind of hitting pretty well. So we'll take the over on this one. And then I got 2 unders that I do like. First one we'll talk about here is the Blue Jays and the White Sox. And we got Lucas Giolito on the mound for the White Sox, 5-2 so far, and not giving up a run in the first inning this year, and 4-0 away. So he's been better away. He's given up those runs at home. And then we got Kevin Gausman on the bump for Toronto. He is 8-1 at not giving up a run in the first inning, 3-1 at home. Juice is on the under as well, around minus 120. And White Sox have been kind of cold, putting up runs in the first inning. Blue Jays have done it. 3 of their last 10 games. But it's a spot where, hopefully Giolito can get out in a clean first inning here. Gausman's done really well. So I'll take a chance and take the under on this one with those pitchers on the bump for those guys. And the other one that I'm going to officially play here is we're going to come down here and take the Houston. There it is. No. Did they take it off the board on me? It looks like they took it off the board. So the one that I like is Houston at Oakland. So if it does pop up back on the board here, it's one that I want. It's got the heaviest juice on the under. We got Christian Javier on the mound for Houston, 4-1, giving up around the first inning. And then we got Frankie Montas on the bump for Oakland. He is 7-3, not giving up runs the first inning. And it's a minus 135 juice on the under here. So it doesn't look like it's up on the board here at all. Looks like it's gone. So that's one I like. That's actually was my favorite one on the under. It's got the heaviest juice on the under. So again, if it pops up here, I would take the under on that one. Looking a little bit more on some of these other ones, I was kind of looking around. The Marlins at Rockies, you tend to always take the over on this, playing games at Coors, but I believe it's going to be a little bit chilly in Coors Field. So I'm not sure I feel as comfortable with that. It's going to be a little, rain. Could postpone that game. Not sure that I'm really excited to take this one on the over with the weather that's in there. So I'm going to kind of leave this one alone, but the juice is on the over at minus 130 if you want to take a shot at that one. But you know, just the weather scares me a little bit. I think there's some rain concerns in St. Louis and Chicago. But I'm not going to mess with those games, really. The St. Louis San Diego game is a little interesting, but I don't know if Adam Wainwright is completely right. We got Blake Snell on the bump for San Diego. He's 1-1 this year, giving up runs first inning. Adam Wainwright is 5-3. There's no juice on either side of it, but I don't feel real comfortable with Wainwright, and so I'm kind of stay away from that one. Is where I'm kind of leaning here. Really sucks that we don't have the Houston Oakland one. That was one of my favorite. I think we could look at maybe Atlanta and Arizona. Charlie Morton's on the bump for Atlanta, 6-3, not getting up runs in the first inning, and Castellanos is 5-3. Juice is on the over at minus 130. So if you want to take a shot at that one, I get that. There's no pitcher for Pittsburgh yet, but how well that Dodgers lineup has been hitting, you almost want to take the over on it. The juice actually is on the under, but there's no pitcher for Pittsburgh yet. They do have Julio Urias on the mound for the Dodgers. Like I said, the juice is around minus 120, but the Dodgers have an implied team total of 5.7. So I don't know if I'd want to really touch the under on that one with that offense, and Pittsburgh not even having a guy up on the bump yet and who know they're going to pitch. So I would kind of stay away from that one. We'll look at some more juice here. Like I said, there's not a whole lot that I absolutely love as we get, closer into the summer, with the balls flying a little bit more. I would maybe lean more towards the overs than the unders now. There's one here you can kind of look at, I guess, if you want to go up with San Francisco and the Phillies. They get Jacob Junis on the mound for San Francisco. He is a perfect 4-0 this year, not giving up runs first inning. Ranger Suarez has struggled, though, 5-4. Not getting up runs in the first inning. Juice is on the over at minus 135 if you want to take a shot at that. Another one where the juice is on the over is this KC and Cleveland game. Daniel Lynch on KC. He is 4-4 this year, giving up runs in the first inning. And then on Cleveland's side, Cal Quantrell's 7-1, not giving up around the first inning. But the juice is on the over around minus 130 if you want to take a shot at that. And I think a lot of it has to do with Lynch's struggles there, and hopefully Cleveland scores. But yeah, those are the two that I would kind of look at a little bit, but not a whole ton. Like I said, these are the two I'm going to focus on. If we do get the Oakland-Houston game, like I said, that's my favorite. If I was going to play just one on the slate, that would be the one that I'd want to play. But yeah, I mean, as we get closer to the summer here, I would look more towards the overs, but there's not a lot of juice on either side of it that I think we can take advantage over here at Prizepicks. So those are the two I'm going to roll with, and hopefully that helped out. Hit that like button on your way out, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.